Hey guys, welcome to the ultimate review of the Samsung Galaxy S9. We are going to be sharing with you the good.
And unlike those other sponsored reviewers out there, looking at you, Sunshine, we're also going to be telling you the bad stuff about it. It's not a perfect phone. There are some issues with it, but don't worry. We're going to be as unbiased as possible because I am a loyal, hard, strong Samsung Galaxy S7 user. That's what I'm upgrading from. And you?
I am a loyal, hard iPhone 8 user.
I tried my hardest to let her jump on the S9 bandwagon, but to be honest, spoiler alert, she made the right choice. She's got an iPhone 8 and that is actually the best phone so far. So if you want to stop watching right now, that's the phone to get. That's the phone to get, but if you want to find out why,
sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Okay, Google.
I have to say, your phone is pretty damn fast.
my friends, microphones.
Today is a special day.
Goodbye, iPhone. You're now officially my ex-iPhone. So, starting off the show, one of the best things about the Samsung Galaxy S9 is the photo quality. Yes, that is right. It takes some awesome pictures in picture mode.
This phone has made me fall in love with taking pictures again. I'm a video guy, I love taking videos, but there's something on here called selective photos. It works on the back and the front facing camera, and what it does is it just blurs out the background. Now it does it all in software. You don't need a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus for this, and it also works on a front facing camera like I said, but it makes everything look good. It is a bit buggy, it doesn't always work, but when it does, it's like,
awesome. Yeah, it's like, you know when you go to a photographer, like a professional photographer, and they blur out the background, but they make you like pop out of the picture? That's basically what it's like. So you're getting like a free photographer.
It even makes hanging out in Mackie D's look good.
It does.
But I gotta say, there are some problems with it, especially when doing it with the back-facing camera. Like you take a picture and then it says, I couldn't blur the background. Take another picture, it says, sorry, I couldn't blur the background. You need to always make sure that your eyes and your face are always in frame, and you need to go really close up to the person, or just take several pictures at a time. But when it does work, it does look good.
Yes.
With front facing, it's a lot easier because you can see the circles around your faces, so you can actually time it out. But you always need to have your face facing the camera, which can be annoying. Like if you want to do like an epic sunset kind of like kiss kind of picture, that's not going to work.
It's not going to work at all. But moving on from there, video quality.
Well, for a full insight, check out our video camera review. But in summary, it uses the new codec HEVC, which means your file sizes are going to be half the size. The color science is great, 4K is great, slow-mo is more sharper than the iPhone, low light is better than the iPhone, video stabilization works well. It is a great video camera.
So I think I prefer the Samsung Galaxy S9. What about you? Which phone do you guys prefer? Let us know in the comment section below. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn neat for Samsung.
So the low light on this guy is actually improved. It feels brighter. They call it in photography one-stop brighter. So it is going to be brighter, but there are some compromises when going into the video. And that is, it only records 4K 60 frames a second for 5 minutes.
Man.
So, it's alright if you're casual, if you're just taking a couple of videos here and there. But if you want the flexibility and the freedom to not worry about it, the iPhone is your best bet because that will just record for infinite. There's no time limit on there.
It is the best.
On the flip side of there, if you are reducing your resolution, so if you are going to 2K or 1080p, it's going to record forever. But there are some modes where it won't record forever. For example, if you're doing 240 frames a second, or 1080p 60 frames a second, or 4K, there's a lot of modes that don't work. And secondly on that, if you are a Mac guy, if you try playing back your videos that you record on this phone, there's a bug somewhere on the software, and it just makes all the videos look red. So if you see any reviews out there where the camera looks a lot red compared to the iPhone, it's just a bug on Mac.
It's not real.
It's a bug on Mac. and it is pretty tricky to make it look normal again. Hopefully this will get fixed. I submitted the issue to Samsung. I raised a bit of awareness on the internet. Check it out, Everything Apple Pro. His skin on the left, it looks red. This guy should be black, but he's red. iPhone makes it look good. Mac Rumors, red floor. And iPhone though, the king of tech review, she is red. She should be good like the iPhone. Now there's one thing in common with all these reviewers, they use an iMac Pro. And check this out.
That's how it looks like on the phone. That's how it looks like on the computer.
So if you look at the information of the video, you'll find that the Samsung camera has a color profile of REC 2020-919. So when on a Mac, it actually displays very tinted red. Now I don't know if it's an Apple bug or if it's a Samsung bug.
So hopefully there's going to be a fix for it. Some reviews have said that you can just turn off HDR, but that's a lie. That just makes the videos look even worse.
Something people have also noticed recently is it shoots video in the Rec 2020 color space instead of Rec 709. That's what happens when you turn on or leave on HDR.
All right guys, I'm going in settings. As you can see, HDR is off. Now, if you pass me the phone. All right, as you can see, it's even worse now.
So you're going to have some problems if you're looking to do videos and all that stuff on a Mac with a Samsung phone. At the moment, hopefully it'll get fixed. So for ease of use, the iPhone wins on that channel. But the quality on the Samsung does look better. So if you are able to jump over those hurdles, for example, we were recording some slow-mo videos.
Oh, that was cool.
And on the
That was so
iPhone,
cool.
it was so blurry.
Yes.
But on the Samsung, it looked really sharp and crystal.
Exactly.
So
It's a balance, right?
it's
a
hard.
balance. But you know what? Next up, the thing that I like a lot about this phone, and it's a double-edged sword. I like it, but then I'm not sure if I would want it. And that is the screen. The screen is huge. If you compare the screen to the iPhone screen, mine is a baby. Like seriously, mine is baby. But saying that, it is a bigger phone as well. Like, you know, you can't really put that in your pocket, can you?
So it is slightly bigger than the iPhone 8. Same amount of thickness. It's not as big as the iPhone 8 Plus, but it has grown. It's also bigger than the Samsung Galaxy S7. But to be honest, using it day to day, I didn't actually notice a difference.
Like, seriously, it's only slightly bigger.
Yeah, but you know what, for a girl, because if you want to put it in your handbag or you... Yay, it's time to go out. I'm going to put my phone in my bag. iPhone, easy. Samsung Galaxy S9? Not so easy.
Is that real?
Like, I can put it in.
Put it in. Oh yeah, it's tough. Oh,
It's fairly tough.
oh, okay.
I've only had this for about a week and a half now, and I've fallen in love with the screen. I just want to look at it. I want to play with it. I want to make it widescreen. I want to zoom in the videos.
Cool.
It looks like a piece of candy, and it just looks so beautiful. And unlike the iPhone X that had that really obnoxious notch on it,
don't know what that
this
is.
one just looks crisp. It looks clear, and it even looks great with a case on it. It just honestly like.
Oh, I love this phone. Look at it. Oh, it's so frigging sexy to use. Look at that gorgeous display. Look at that. Just looks...
Like you
This
fall in love with the
is in
screen.
love. He is in love with this phone.
I love
Samsung,
touching it.
If you're out there, sponsor him.
No, I love oh, of course, yeah, but I love like touching it. I love playing with it.
Go for a swim, little phone. Go for a swim. You look gorgeous. Go for a little swim.
It looks really gorgeous and beautiful. Like when I go back to the S7 now, I'm like, ew, I don't even
Oh,
like
really?
it. Yeah,
It does look old. It does look old. And actually going on from that, the feel of it as well, it's nice and curvy. And I have to say, it does feel a lot nicer than the iPhone 8 because it just feels a little bit more like softer in your hand. It's more smoothie. The curves are nice. So yeah, I definitely say that wins on
Wait. But with the screen, you're getting one big compromise.
What's that?
And I like it, but
Okay.
it is a big actual negative on there, and
Okay.
it is the software. All right, so most apps are made for a square screen. With this Samsung, it has a curved edge. So if you ever go on the websites, the internets, or the newspapers, the apps on there, you're going to find that the beginning of the text, it always starts on the curved area of the screen.
Oh, no.
You can see that there's a nice, well, it's not a nice border around the text. They have fixed it in some apps. For example, if we're going to Google Play, the buffer's bigger. But if you're just browsing the internet, you're going to run into that issue. It makes it a bit harder to read text. It's just curving around.
So it does trick and hurt your eyes because like the will be slightly curved to the left. It doesn't actually look good, but this is purely a software issue.
Okay.
It
So
can
there's
get
room for
fixed.
improvement then.
But the thing is, most people aren't going to fix it. That's the problem. People aren't going to adapt to that curved screen.
It's
and with
true.
the iPhone X, you're just getting a nice square screen, so you're not going to get any problems like that. So there is that big compromise there, but I wouldn't trade it. I love the screen. I think it's gorgeous. The second and most important big compromise you're getting on
What is
there
that?
is the battery life.
Yes, I was literally about to say that. Like right now, I was about to say, in saying all of that, the battery. Come on, Samsung, what is wrong with you? The iPhone 8 is so much more superior battery life than the Samsung Galaxy S9.
How long does your battery last?
Oh my god, like I could leave it for days, literally. I mean, you know, with like moderate use of my phone, I could leave it literally for a whole day and I don't have to charge it up. Whereas you, I feel like you charge it up literally every 5
This
seconds.
is how bad it charges on the phone. When I go to work and it takes about an hour, when I get there, the battery life has dropped 70%.
What?
It is that bad. Alright, this is the iPhone 8 and this is the Samsung Galaxy S9. I've put them both on 50% brightness. I'm just going to play a bit video. Guys, in this video we're going to be talking all about the DJI Mavic Pro platform. And I'm going to mute the sound so that doesn't have a factor. As you can see, S9 is at 100%. So you can see that the Samsung's gone down to 97% and the iPhone's still at 100%. And you'll find that you need to constantly recharge your phone all the friggin' time.
Yeah, I mean, that's not ideal. Like, seriously, if you're, like, for example, in the middle of nowhere and you need a map and you need to contact someone and your Samsung has just run out of battery, you can't.
I've been driving for literally 5 minutes, 90%. Alright, 25 minutes later, if you can see, 81%.
And one of the biggest issues I'm having at the moment is my car charger, for some reason, it actually doesn't charge the phone fast enough.
Alright, I'm gonna try plugging in the charger. So the charger's been plugged in, 80% now. Alright, half an hour later, it's gone down to 77%.
So there are some issues charging this phone up. It's not as simple as the micro USB that you got with the Samsung Galaxy S7 where everything just pretty much worked. With USB-C there's some dodgy cables and there's some nice cables and my car doesn't have enough juice to charge this phone. Yeah, it's just negative. That being said, with my phone it came with a wireless charger. And obviously this wireless charger works with the iPhone 8, it even works with the Samsung Galaxy S7.
It's awesome.
But it is so handy because me just slotting in the wireless charger and just watching it charges slower on there. It charges slower
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more convenient to just place it on there and see it charge than having to always fiddle with that cable and plug it in. So if you are getting an S9, I do recommend getting yourself a wireless charger because it will just make... You're going to have to charge it all the time. The battery
Yeah.
life is very poor.
It's abysmal.
So you're going to need one of those chargers. If you do have that charger though, you're very happy.
Woo!
And
speaking of happiness, smiley faces. So, the Samsung Galaxy S9 has got facial recognition.
See, easy.
But it's only for one person. So, like, what am I supposed to do when I want to hack into your phone?
it's true. Yeah, with the fingerprint reader, you can register multiple fingerprints. It was really cool sharing it with a partner. But on the iPhone X, it's actually even worse because it only has Face ID, but it doesn't even have a backup fingerprint
That's true.
scanner. So it's
I guess
it's
you're right.
better than the iPhone X,
guess you're
but
right.
it's not better than the S7. S7 had the fingerprint
That was
reader on the
cool.
front. It was nice. It was
Cool.
easy to use. This S9 with Face Unlock,
It sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't.
it's unreliable. That's the problem, especially when the sun is blazing on the phone. It just won't work. Something also, I just want to mention this. With the Face Unlock, there is something that really jars me on this S9.
Yeah.
and I'll show it to you. It's that big red light, and if you hold that red light close to your eyes, it actually it hurts your eyes.
Oh my god,
And
what are you
there's-
doing to us, Samsung?
Well, there's actually a warning on there saying you shouldn't actually have it close to your eyes too much because
Oh my-
it can actually damage your eyes. You should always keep it, I think, 20 centimeters at least away.
Yeah, it really hurts my eyes looking at it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's dangerous.
I really do not like that. If you have face unlock on the iPhone, it's a lot nicer. It doesn't hurt your eyes. But this guy
Definitely.
it's
It's a bit too much. It's a bit too much.
Yeah, it really. It's you got to be a bit careful about it.
Take care.
So I'm mostly starting with the fingerprint. I just got like this.
From the back, you hold it and you swipe your finger up until you feel the fingerprint reader, and it should actually just unlock. You don't need to press anything, you just mildly tap it. And it seems to be okay most of the time because, you know, you do just constantly just swipe upwards and you always kind of like get it.
So the fingerprint reader works really quick. It's even quicker than the S7, and it's even nicer to use because you don't need to actually press down on the button. With the S7, you need to actually press down on it. But it's very inconvenient, especially if you're driving. If you're driving
my
on the road,
God.
it's...
I'm just trying to unlock this phone, yeah. So normally I get my thumb out and I just fingerprint reader it up. Boom, shakalaka, we're good. But now it says hold phone closer. So it wants me to stick my what? Hold phone more upright. What the fuck do you... Unlocked. Unlock my friends. Easy as... See, Samsung Galaxy S9 is amazing. Who needs fingerprint reading with IntelliScan technology? Look, check it out. Check it out. I'm gonna unlock this phone. Just look. Fingerprint reader. No, you don't wanna do that. You don't wanna do that. You just... See, easy. Don't ask me to do that while driving, but... Why are you giggling? Why are you giggling? It's the future, babe.
funny.
It's the future. Face ID, and it even recognises me with shades on. Can you do that with face? I've lost the ability to speak because this is so friggin' amazing.
Hello, hello. Recognize my face.
And those phony friggin' reviewers out there. Oh yeah, Samsung are so great. They moved the fingerprint reader from the side of the back to just below the camera of the back. Yeah, you still. How am I supposed to get at it? What Stop reading out specs. I know you're getting paid for. Actually, you're getting paid for it. Enjoy your money, but it's BS. Fingerprint reading is now gone. You gotta go back to. I feel like I've gone back to the iPhone 4 before fingerprint reading was there. You know, back in the day, you need to have that really long pin, and you couldn't have a 4-digit one because everyone would just hack your phone. You have to have like a really long one. Anyway, that's what we're back to. We've gone back in time.
You can use OK Google to unlock the phone, but you're saying goodbye to security. So your phone is going to be a lot more insecure.
Okay, Google. Give me all your bank details.
But it's still on the positive. I'm happy to accept all these little compromises so far with it.
Aw, you love Samsung, don't you? But just tell us a little bit about OK Google, Ash, because I've heard through the grapevine that you've been having some serious issues with her.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Navigate to work. Navigate to work. Okay, Google. Google. Hello, my friend. I'm trying to drive here. I'm trying to drive. At least Siri would talk back to me and say, I don't know how to do this. What is this? That's the thing with Google. Sometimes it's not okay. It's not okay, Google. Okay, it's not okay. Okay, Google. Navigate to work. It's just broken. It's broken.
Oh
It's
my
gone.
God, is it
It's gone. It's gone. It doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. That's it. I think I have to reset the phone or something.
Oh my gosh. How old is this phone?
1 week.
Wow.
Yeah, every now and then, OK Google just decides to not work. It's just a little bit of a random factor. There is a way to fix it. You need to go into the settings, in app, in Google, in storage, in clear, and you have to delete everything. And you have to pretty much reinstall it and reset everything up.
Oh my
And that
God.
seems to fix it. And there's a bug there on there. I've experienced that bug on the S7.
Okay.
It's something that you're just going to have to live with on Android. Android is a buggy platform.
It is.
iPhone, at least Siri, she always works. It's
Hey
just-
Siri.
I don't know anything about you.
I have to say, your phone is pretty damn fast at pretty much everything. The speed of it is awesome. Like, you launch a browser, obviously it depends on your Wi-Fi as well, but the processing speed that I've noticed from this Samsung is super quick, super fast.
I wasn't like hating my S7. Like my S7 ran fast enough, and probably S7 I'd still recommend it. It's such a cheap phone to get now. It's only $200 on eBay. That
Oh
is
my god,
such
that is
a
so
deal.
cheap.
But the S9 is faster. It does feel slicker. It does feel quicker to use. Probably like half a second here or there.
Still makes a difference.
Not only that, it has the nicest version of Android I've ever used. You swipe down, you get notifications. You swipe up, you get all the apps. You can add in extra stuff like screen recorder in your notifications panel. You got a lot more options there. For example, you can set up Smart View to automatically connect to your TV. I can connect it over to my LG TV. You can double tap to switch apps. You can long press to make it half screen. It's such a delight to use this version of Android. It feels slick, and in the settings you can customize everything. You've got device maintenance over here, and you can play around with the different battery, performance, storage, memory, device security. You can check out power saving modes, switch really easily, decrease the brightness, slow down the CPU to get more battery and performance out there. It's gorgeous. You got the Play Store, you play around in that. And the Play Store, even though there is a lot of trash on there, you do get a lot of apps that you don't get on iOS. It's just this is the best Android OS I've ever used, and this is Android version 8.
And I guess, like, the biggest thing about the Samsung Galaxy S9, and something that we've actually been introduced to for a really long time with the iPhone, is obviously the loss of the headphone jack. Now, that's okay because you've got a pair of wireless headphones, but if you're old school like me, then it kind of sucks because you might want to just plug it in.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting the 3.5mm jack to be on there, but I'm relieved that they have it. I do not use 3.5mm headphones whatsoever. I even sold the AKG ones that came in with this phone because I do not use them, but there is something I do use, that port 4. My friends, microphones.
Woo!
If you want good quality audio with your videos, there's nothing that beats a microphone like one of these.
Definitely.
And all these attachments. You can get a wireless microphone attachment on there. There's so much usage you can get there. So if you're making videos, having a 3.5mm jack helps out so
It's
much.
awesome.
And I'm surprised that none of these like tech reviews actually mention that 3.5mm jacks is useful for other things than just
Exactly.
listening.
That's true. But I don't have that with my iPhone. iPhone, bring it back. Seriously, bring it back.
Well, we did actually do some shooting with that phone. You got to use that lightning to 3.5mm adapter.
it's just so long. By the time you get it, it's like wonky.
It's not just that, it's so flimsy.
Yes.
Like, I feel like it's going to rip
gonna
apart
break.
at any moment.
It will. Now, babes, you mentioned before that this is probably going to clog down and it's an Android. And we all know that basically iPhones are more superior because they don't get viruses and they don't get hacked. So what have you got to say for yourself there, Sunshine?
Well, it comes with something called Samsung Knox. I don't know what it does.
Is it like knock on the door or something?
It sounds like it's secure. I can't really say much about it, but yeah, if you're going for security, iOS is way more secure than Android. Android is just a pig farm. Do not. It's like you try downloading anything, and there's so much crap on the App Store. And
it's
trust me,
crazy.
I know. I make some of that crap.
Giving your
I'm
game
like-
away, babe. You know, one of the last and final things that I like about this phone is the speaker quality.
Today is a special day because it is prom.
Over here, you get two speakers now. You get a speaker on the front and a speaker on the side, and it sounds a lot clearer. Like before with my S7, I need to always be close to the phone to hear it. But with this guy, I can actually go into the other room and I'd still hear good quality. So
That's really cool.
the range is more dynamic.
really good.
It sounds nicer, and if you're holding it on one end and accidentally block the speaker, you can also hear it on the other speaker.
That's awesome.
And it just
That's really
makes
cool.
more sense when watching something. It's a lot more engaging, and with the big screen, it fills out. I love watching things on this little. It feels like a candy bar.
Do you know what would
honestly.
be awesome is if
Yeah.
you had it in a VR thing, the quality of the picture, and you'd be like, wow.
That's really cool. Oh my god, that's really cool.
He's awesome.
Whoa, we're here. I forgot. I want these seats. Forget this, I want the seats.
Yeah, okay, what about fashion? We never discussed that.
I
Fashion
think
sense.
yours wins on fashion.
Would you think the Samsung Galaxy S9 is better looking than the iPhone X?
Yeah. I just hate the iPhone X little bleb at the top. I just think it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Why just make a straight line? Goodbye, iPhone. You're now officially my ex-iPhone. Alright, cost and value for money, what do you think?
It's very hard because
Deep.
it's the same price as an iPhone 8, and that's pretty good because it's not as expensive as an iPhone 10. The iPhone 10, do you know how much
Oh my
that is?
God, how much was it?
That was around 2,000.
Australian dollars, guys.
2,000
But still,
Australian dollars.
it's a lot of money.
That's a lot. That's a
a
lot.
lot of money.
So it's 2/3 the price of an iPhone X. So that is a really good value for
That
money
is
deal.
good.
I really like
That's
that.
good.
But what's making me go a bit mental is my Samsung Galaxy S7, which is pretty much the same as the S9, except it has a home button, maybe slightly home button, maybe slightly smaller screen, and maybe slightly worse camera in low light.
Yeah.
That's only $200 on eBay.
What? What? How can phones depreciate in value so much?
I'm really scared of how
Sad.
cheap this is going to be in a
I
year's
don't
time.
want to know.
Yeah.
I really don't want to know. That's going to be scary. It's going to be like, you might find it on the street just lying there. Nobody wants to pick it up because it's so cheap.
Honestly,
I would.
I can't say it's if you're comparing it to an iPhone X, yep, 2/3 the price of an iPhone X sounds great.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with iPhones, they retain their value a lot better than Androids. Androids, they get flooded in the market, and the value just goes down so much. So in a couple of years' time, this is going to be worth $200.
Ugh, scary. That is so scary.
So, and after a couple of years, this is probably what your phone's going to look like. Crack and crack. On Apple, you buy an iPhone, you get something called Apple Care.
Yes.
And if your phone gets damaged, you know exactly how much it's going to cost to repair your phone.
Yes, that's
$40
true.
for a screen.
Yeah.
With Samsung, if my screen gets cracked, I have no idea how much it's going to cost me to replace it.
That is so
Can
true.
you- can you just-
That is such a good point.
Can you talk about your experiences with Apple Care?
Apple's the best. Seriously, like in every single phone that I've had Apple Care. And I remember once when I had my iPhone 4, I damaged the screen, I think. I went to the Apple shop and they gave me just a replacement, like for free.
They just swapped it over.
They just swapped it over. They were like, okay, here you go, have a new one. And they did that. And I'm quite clumsy, obviously. But I broke it again the next year. And I went to the Apple store and again, they just replaced it for me. And I was like, oh my God, you guys are awesome. You, unfortunately, don't have that issue. You don't have that nice thing that Samsung can do for you. Do they even have a Samsung store?
They do have something called Samsung Care, but they don't tell you how much it costs. If anyone knows how much it costs to repair this phone, please let me know. I know in America, they got something called Samsung Executive Care, and that's pretty much like Apple Care, but they don't have it worldwide. So if you're in Australia or the UK or countries like that,
You can't use it.
yeah, you're gonna have to be very careful with your phone.
Oh my God. Wrap it up.
And
Wrap it up.
my S7, if you look at it, is cracked AF. So this
Oh
is only
my
gonna be my
goodness.
phone for the next year because I'm gonna have to upgrade for the S10.
Do you want some bubble wrap?
Oh no, it's not as bad as the iPhone X, is it?
Okay, the iPhone X was worse.
That
It
was-
was way worse. I think as well because the price tag of the iPhone X just makes you just want to wrap it up in cotton wool
$2,200.
and just never take it out. It was just the worst. The worst. It's the only way to protect it. Hello? Oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, well, you sound really muffled.
All right. That being said, we're gonna be giving you the final word.
Woo!
And I was trying my hardest to get this girl to go from an iPhone 6s to a Samsung S9. And I just want to know, like, you've watched me play around with my phone, you've seen the pictures, you've seen the videos, you've seen all the
have,
issues I've had,
I
you've seen me playing it, holding it all the time.
Yeah.
Do you regret getting an iPhone 8?
I don't. I can just quite rightly say that. Right now, I do not. I'm loyal to Apple, but that does not mean that I will never jump ship, because I will. There's a few things that really irk me from this phone, your phone that is, and that's the battery life. Like, it is so annoying that it's so quick to run down its battery. I do like the photos. I do like the fact that it has a microphone jack. I do like the screen, but it's a bit too big for me. But I have to say, the battery life really puts me off. So for that reason, it's a no. I'm out.
So I guess if you're used to iOS, if you're used to iPhones, this isn't the phone to get. It's going to be a bit jarring for you.
Yeah.
For me, I have to copy paste her sentiment.
Really?
If you're an iOS guy, do not go to Android. Android is a world of pain. There's so much inefficiencies, there's so much bugs, there's so much issues you're going to run into. But if you are experienced on both sides of the planet, it depends on what you are. Like if you're a girl that likes iPhones, stick to it.
What are you saying?
Well, if you want a slightly bigger phone, slightly bigger screen, then this is a great phone to have. There are going to be some issues if you're doing that video stuff, if they haven't fixed it by now. There are going to be some issues all over the shops that you're going to get with it. It's always fun learning a new platform, but it's pretty much as difficult as it is going from Windows to Mac. But you're not going to get that satisfaction. When you jump ship from Windows and you jump over to Mac, Mac is like a dream to use.
So good.
Yeah.
I couldn't ever imagine going the other way around.
It's pretty much like going from Mac to Windows.
Yeah, that's just going backwards.
It's getting better. But you are living with a bunch of compromises. But if you're on both sides of the ship, for example, me, I'm an iOS and Android kind of guy, and you're a bit more technical and all that stuff, and you're happy to live with all the issues you're going to run into and firefight them and all that stuff, and you want the extra flexibility, there's so much customizations you can do to an Android phone. If you like that kind of stuff, then this could be the phone for you. Glorious camera, glorious screen, glorious. That's it, honestly. Oh my god, it's a glorious phone, but it has issues. I'm really hoping Samsung Galaxy S10, when that comes out, my friend, that will be just the perfect phone, because this is almost there.
Wow. And on that note, we are going to say adios, amigos.
And let us know what you guys think.
Yes, do.
Are you going to get the Samsung Galaxy S9 or are you going to do iOS?
Ooh. Or are you going to like go to Nokia or something, or HTC?
I think get an iPhone 8. iPhone 8 is great. It's the best phone, honestly. It's got great battery life. It's got all the specs of the iPhone X, except it's cheaper and it's better battery
Yeah, I
life.
like it. And you can like bash it around and don't feel so guilty that it's going to break.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we hope you have enjoyed this long review of the Samsung Galaxy S9 and comparing it to the iPhone. And let us know what you guys think. If you've got any questions, do give us a shout out down below. And Mr. AC is checking out his notes. What have you found?
Yeah, we wrote notes for this, to
Literally.
make sure.
Every single thing we covered, guys. There are things in there that people will not tell you.
There were
but
actually a
we're gonna
lot more
tell you.
things I wanted to mention.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember them right now.
We might do a second video.
No.
Okay, Google.
I have to say, your phone is pretty damn fast.
My friends, microphones.
Today is a special day.
Goodbye, iPhone. You're now officially my ex-iPhone.
Alright, so I just got
Yes?
a mention from like one of the biggest YouTubers ever.
Oh my god, really?
Personal hero of mine.
Oh, iPhone.
No.
Casey Neistat.
Well, I found those #1, but this guy's bigger than iPhone though. So I'm gonna play it to you.
Oh my
and
god.
let me know what you think.
Oh my
okay?
god, I'm excited. Tell me.
Something people have also noticed recently is it shoots video in the Rec 2020 color space instead of Rec 709. That's what happens when you turn on or leave on HDR. If you turn that off, they can be Rec 709s.
That
What's
was
your
it.
name?
I'm some people.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Vitudio.
No, some people.
Yay!